When these elders see Samuel coming, what did they do? They trembled. People in today's time do not bat an eye at slandering a minister, at complaining, at backbiting, at driving a preacher into the ground. And I want you to know that that's sin. I don't care what the circumstances are. Saul was a rejected king. David would not lay hands on him because he was God's anointed. Does that mean the preacher's always right? No, it doesn't. It does not mean that, but there are ways to deal with that. When Samuel showed up, the men trembled because this was God's spokesman. They respected his ministerial authority. In the old days of our country, the minister of the gospel was a person that was, I hate to say revered because we don't wear the title of reverend, but if the minister got a hold of something that you were doing wrong and began to preach against that, that was terrifying. Today, people just don't care. When Samuel shows up, people are afraid because what if Samuel showed up and the reason for him being there was to rebuke them for their sin? What if it was to pronounce a judgment of God upon them? Now, they were afraid when Samuel showed up because they knew Samuel spoke for God. We are to reverence the ministry. You know who about the worst that is? The preachers. You want to hear what preachers are doing wrong in the country? Go talk to some other preachers. It is sin. I don't care if I am an elder. I do not have the authority and the right to kick around the ministry. Want a good way to ensure that your children never have anything to do with the church when they grow up? Continually backbite and complain about the preachers or the deacons or any other person at church. And we're supposed to reverence the house of God. And if we do that, we can't be kicking around the ministry, the deacons, or anybody else.